Good evening. It's no secret that new housing developments are popping up all over the valley. But are builders prioritizing quantity over quality? A lot of buyers think they are and turn to the 12 News I-Team for help. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Curtis. A viewer submitted a tip about a new community in Maricopa for seniors, and those concerns prompted I-Team reporter Bianca Bono to dig in for the issues. She spent weeks investigating the company and uncovering records that show problems with these new homes have been getting worse.
When you first drive into Province, it's breathtaking.
It's easy to see what attracted Julie Schwarberg to this new 55-plus community in Maricopa built by Meritage Homes.
Walking trails, there's lakes. So we closed.
Before they knew it, they were signing a contract and getting ready to build and design their dream home.
We expected it to be like the model homes.
But the problem started right away. They closed on December 23rd, but the house wasn't ready yet.
They told us, we're not quite ready, give us a few days, we want to make it move-in ready.
Days later, when the time came to move in, Schwarberg says the house was a mess. Months later,
there's blue tape everywhere.
the house is a sea of blue tape, each piece marking a problem.
They shut, but they don't, there's no latching. Who leaves a paint finish like that? There's a gap that you can see.
Outside, even more.
They left this, there's a gap. It's coming undone.
She's reported all of these problems to Meritage for months, but they're still here.
Our new construction fixer-upper.
Down the street,
I don't see any of their models looking that way.
Craig and Julie Williams, who moved in January of 2021, have yet to see all of their problems addressed.
You don't move into a house and in 1 year it looks like you've been there for 5.
They decided to buy a new home, hoping to avoid the hassle of renovations.
2 days after we moved in, we experienced a crack in our driveway, and it was about 6 inches. Well, now you can see it's about 5 feet.
Striping on the side of their home, the scars left behind of cracks that were repaired. Meritage refused our interview request but sent an email, citing labor and material shortages causing delays, frustration, and inconvenience.
I'm so tired of hearing it's COVID and supplies and contractors. If it's so difficult, then how is it they continue to build?
Mike Kasman,
Good thing I'm retired because it's a full-time job. This cabinet,
moved in April of 2022 and has been scheduling fixes with Meritage for the past year. He says oftentimes staff wouldn't show up to appointments. His home still has blue tape.
you don't know what you're getting into until they hand you the keys.
The back,
It's been a year and a half for Manny and Danny Navarro, who moved from Washington.
I just kind of gave up.
It wasn't until Jeff Leach
It's your new home fixer-upper.
hosted a community meetup that everyone realized they're not alone.
Meritage will tell you that if the inspector crawls in the attic, it voids the warranty on the structure of the home. They can't crawl on the roof.
Cy Porter is one of those inspectors.
Have you ever encountered builders that discourage folks from getting inspections?
I think most do. I took your advice.
He and his company, Sci-Fi Home Inspections, have skyrocketed in popularity ever since he started sharing new build horror stories on social media.
I'm going to be posting this so everyone can see our conversation. What builder you work for?
He says although new homes should be close to perfect, they never are, and estimates in his experience it takes about 2 years after moving in to get them up to par.
Do you think that needs to be communicated better?
That would solve all the issues. Then all the home buyers would be super happy. They would understand it. But no, they think, oh, the home closed, it's perfect. No, it's not.
Porter says builders put the onus on the buyer to find the problems with their construction, then report them and wait for them to get fixed.
They're more focused on closing the home than walking through slowly and making everything perfect.
He says all homeowners should familiarize themselves with the Registrar of Contractors' workmanship standards.
If everyone knew that, I think the quality would skyrocket because the builder knows they're going to get caught.
And ROC records show there have been 265 complaints filed against Meritage. 81% of those complaints were for poor workmanship. The company adding in their email, "No home is perfect, and we are addressing outstanding and ongoing warranty issues." Porter also recommends owners of new builds get their own inspection within 10 days of moving in and another at the 1-year mark.
They forgot to make sure that this was sealed.
Many neighbors in Province are long past those deadlines and still waiting.
Stop building and finish what you started.
Frustrated as they watch Meritage continue to build,
Fix the problems, right?
they hope by speaking out, they'll get answers and something will get done.
They know that they have put together houses that aren't acceptable, and I want them to fix it.
Team 12's Bianca Bono joins us live in studio now. And Bianca, you mentioned the Registrar of Contractors. What else can you tell us about those complaints?
Well, let's take a look at them over time. You can clearly see that they have increased starting back in 2011 with by far the most number of complaints coming in 2022. It's not reflected in this data here, but this year we've already seen 25 complaints, so we are on pace to top what we saw last year. In total, again, there were 265 complaints. These are all to the Arizona Registrar of Contractors, all against Meritage. So what happens when someone files a complaint? Well, 120 of them were either withdrawn by the person who filed it or resolved with Meritage. 85 were dismissed by the ROC. This could be for a number of reasons, including maybe insufficient evidence. 45 of them actually resulted in some sort of corrective action, meaning the ROC told Meritage you have to fix things and make it right. And as you can see today, 15 complaints are still open. We mentioned Meritage declined to do an on-camera interview with us, but sent a lengthy email about this particular community saying they have fired some subcontractors where necessary. They've hired additional subcontractors, again, addressing concerns specifically in this province community. Mark, back over to you.
Well, if I was a new homeowner, I would be upset too. Bianca, thanks. Meritage isn't the only builder receiving complaints. Tonight on 12 News at 10, we're taking you to the West Valley, where new construction homeowners in Goodyear are at their wits' end. And we want to hear from you. Once again, these stories, including this one, came to us through a viewer tip. So if you have a story you want us to investigate, just shoot us an email at connect@12news.com.